straw is key. Straw is very, very key. A lot of people were like, oh man, all my gardens, it's a lot of work. You got all that weeding to do and shit. Nah, you lay straw down around everything except for like the paths you want to have that you can just take a push mower through, and you ain't got to fucking worry about shit. You come out there, you just pop a couple things out. It's easy as fuck.
Yeah. Picture me rolling, plotting on another way to win. Off top, people swear they used to know me then, but they never.
What's up, y'all? Harkos here, and getting started in my garden. For those of y'all who don't know, I love to garden. I love going on nature walks, and I love fucking making dope ass hip hop music, if I don't say so myself. But let me show y'all the garden. Now, I haven't done a damn thing with it since last fall. All right, and a lot of people, they will actually go and they'll prep their garden and they'll do all kinds of shit at the end of the year, like clear out brush and dead things and everything. I don't do that. I try to do mine in a more natural, symbiotic way with nature. I let nature do its thing, and then I just manipulate it a little bit. So let me show you what we're working with. So here is one of my garden areas. As you can see, it's overgrown like a motherfucker. Now, last year, as I always do, I had tomatoes across the fencing, and I let my tomatoes go up. I trellis them up. I don't get those cages. They only go a little bit. Man, you can run a fucking tomato plant up over 6 feet tall. All right, any tomato plant. Right in here, then I put paths in between my shit. You'll see whenever we get to it, right? But there's a path that goes down through here, and then there's a section right here, as you can see, where peppers are going to go right in here. And then I'm probably going to have some potatoes and stuff back in there. So I did last year. And then there's a strip, as you can see, right through here, where it's mostly grass. It's a strip that's a walkway. And then over here, all this section right through here is all corn. I do corn, and then I grow green beans right up on them. Works great. It's called the Three Sisters method. See, the Three Sisters method is actually where you have corn, and then you plant a bean, like a green bean or something like that, pole bean, and as the corn is growing, the bean grows too, and it grows up it, and it uses it as like the trellis. And then the other part of the Three Sisters method is that you plant squash around the area, and the vines on the squash are prickly, and it keeps out like rabbits and shit like that. But I don't need to do that because, as you can see, I got my way to keep out animals. And plus, I got it all fenced in and everything like that too. So again, this is one of the areas right here. All right, and this is my second area. Let me back out 0.5 for y'all. Now, this is the second area. I'd already started tilling this area last week to plant cucumbers along this trellis. That's something a lot of people don't do either. A lot of people just let the cucumbers go off like on the ground. I put my shit up. It takes up a whole lot less space, and you can plant cucumbers within a foot apart from each other, which a lot of people don't do. Anyway, all this section right in through here is for like green vegetables, kale, broccoli, spinach, leaf lettuce, stuff like that, right? And then right in here are my strawberry plants. Now, if you don't know anything about it, strawberries, they just keep growing bigger and bigger every year. And I actually have, oh yeah, look at that. Look at that one. Oh yeah. Look at that strawberry right there. You know what this means, right? Oh fuck yeah. Dude. The freshest strawberry you can think of. And it's warm from sitting out in the sun. You know, fucking juice all over my hands and shit. But anyway, oh man, god damn, that was so good. Dude, that's the first strawberry of the year, and that was great. That was so great. But anyway, let me stop eating and get back to what I was doing. Anyway, as you can see, there's a lot of strawberries getting ready to come on with my strawberries. See, the thing with strawberries is I got these as starts last year, and they go dormant in the wintertime, and then they come back in the summertime. That one's getting close to being red. They come back in the spring and the summer. And so I already went through here last week and I took a lot of the weeds out. There's a big one right there. People call it weeds. I just call it other plants that I don't want. I mean, that's really what they are, because they're not. Oh shit, look at that, look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh look at this. Big old bumblebee right there. Coming through to, yeah, go ahead and pollinate all my shit, buddy. I don't care. See, I don't trip out. I don't trip out about bees and shit like that. I just don't want to get stung by them. So when they come around me, I just like lightly shoo them away. Like, hey, go on, go on. And then, you know, they normally go mind their business. They're not trying to hunt humans. They're trying to hunt flowers and shit. And they can pollinate all my shit all they want to. I don't care. Strawberry number 2. Oh god, yeah. We only got a little bit left. Still that back in the garden. Anyway, right through here is going to be that. And over here, as you can see, I got my grapes. These are some that I bought last year. They were on like a clearance sale at Lowe's. Some grape plants. I need to make them a little bit more structured and stuff like that. It's a little floppy. There's one there and there's one there. So I got 2 grapes. Grape plants against my shed right here. This is actually a post from, there used to be a fence line right here, and that one was in there really, really hard. And I didn't want to bring my truck back in here to try pulling it out, so I just kind of left it there. I'll figure out something to do with it later. But anyway, there's a little bit of a walk path in between the strawberries and there, and then I got this one right here, and then I can kind of get in however I need to. Looks like there's a few more other ones in there that I might need to get to here soon. What's this? Yeah, got some more strawberries, but I gotta get some of this right here out. But yeah, I till right here, and then I'll end up mowing through here. I usually keep the strip big enough right through here, and then in between things to get a push mower through. But these right here, these are 2 stumps. They were from pine trees. The person who had the house before me, I might insert some pictures here if I can find them, but he had pine trees, like one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, like all the way to that shed, right? Big pine trees. I cut that shit down and put the fence in because he had some janky ass shit where there was chain link attaching from one to the other. It was fucking stupid. But anyway, so I cut these down and I kind of left them because I can kind of do some stuff, but I'm thinking about taking these 2 out, honestly. But these plants right here, these actually are flowering little bushes and stuff like that, and they kind of grow naturally right in here. So I just kind of let them go because I only really need this one section right here for all the stuff that I do. And if I start expanding a little bit more, then I'll end up ripping those out and everything like that. But like I said, this is my other garden section, and I got some work to do. Alright, I had one of my kids do the mowing because I threw my back out a couple days ago, so I was like, fuck, I ain't doing that shit. But see, it's all mowed down really, really low now, and so then all this shit's all chopped up, and I'll come through here with the tiller I got over there. I'll come through and I'll till the section up here for the greens, and I'll finish tilling this up right here for the cucumbers, and even right here as well too. I'll move this straw and the manure. Straw is key. Straw is very, very key. A lot of people were like, oh man, all my gardens, it's a lot of work. You got all that weeding to do and shit. Nah, you lay straw down around everything except for like the paths you want to have that you can just take a push mower through, and you ain't got to fucking worry about shit. You come out there, you just pop a couple things out, it's easy as fuck. But I'll show you this, so the big area looks a lot different now. Now right there were some hills left over because I got really busy at the end of last year and I couldn't harvest the sweet potatoes that were there. Like I could have, but like I was kept saying, I'll do it tomorrow, and then tomorrow never came. So there were some hills there that I had to knock down with the tiller, and yeah, but he mowed the rest of it and everything like that, got that super low. And so as you can see, I've already started coming in through with the tiller, and this tiller, rear tine tiller, is working awesome. Look at this soil, super fine. So I'm going to till up these sections right in through here, and yeah. All right, got a little bit done. It's a little hot out here today. As you can see, I took my shirt off and shit. I won't fuck y'all minds up by showing y'all my whole body. But anyway, so I went ahead. It takes quite a while to do tilling, so you gotta have patience. But I went ahead and tilled that whole fence line right there, and then I got this whole area right through here. And as you see, I left a path right here where I didn't touch it. This is my walking path, so that way I can be walking through here. Let me fucking 0.5 this shit for you. So I can be walking through here, and I can reach in and I can prune the tomatoes, or I can go over here and get the peppers, and I can get peppers from the other side as well too, from either side. And then like I said, these are going to be potatoes and stuff like that, and through here I might fuck around and try some cantaloupe right down here at the end or something, I don't know. But like I said, I got this section right down through here, and I still got the corn section to do, which the corn should be easy because it's just a straight square. With the way that this is all angled and stuff like that, and how I use the trees right here to attach the fence, you know, just to save on some supplies, honestly. And this is old fencing. I got it years and years ago for free. People just throwing out old chain link fence, so I just fucking zip tie that shit together, put it up here for my trellis, and it works great. But anyway, then I ran it to my fence, and I physically nailed it to my fence. But anyway, the way this is shaped, it's not a perfect square, so this kind of tapers to a point right here and then angles out, and then that's just what it is. But anyway, right in here, I have it like pretty much a straight square. So tomorrow, since I gotta go to work here for a few, tomorrow I'm gonna come out here, I'll just do this section, and then I will come over here to the small section, which won't take half as long, honestly, because, sorry, my speech is a little fucked up because I'm a little dehydrated, I think. It's all good, nothing crazy. But anyway, like I said, I gotta redo around the edges right here for the cucumbers, right down through here, and then do this big straight section right through here, and then I even come up into here in between the trees and shit like that. And actually, what's really interesting, as you can see, is that he hit it a little bit with a lawnmower, and this thing is like rotted like crazy. Like it'll it's pretty wobbly, but it's all good. It's just rotten and everything. And I did already take up a couple that were, see, one was like right here, if you see that low spot, I don't know if the camera shows it, and another one was right here. There was two other ones right there. Fuck, I almost broke myself stepping the goddamn hole. But fucking dogs tried digging underneath to get in there, so I got logs. As you can see, I got logs here that I put on the other side of the gate, and I made these fucking gates all reclaimed wood and shit like that. Old ass shit. People throw shit out, man. I just grab it, especially if it's useful. Like I don't go through digging through people's trash and stuff, but people leave lawn and garden type of shit outside, or building materials or whatever, and it looks halfway decent, I'll snag that shit and end up using it. Like this right here. This is the old swing. Now it's just been sitting here on the ground for a few years, but I did take a few old pallets and make a platform out of it, and then it was for my fire pit furniture and shit like that. But those pallets kind of rotted out, so I took those off and I just set it right there. And actually, one of my dogs loves sitting in it all the time. That's just like it's like she's laying on the ground, but she's not. Crazy ass. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, those trees. So those trees, whenever I took them out, they actually have a steel cage around them. Here's a root right here. Here's one of the roots from one of the ones I dug out, and I don't know if it'll show, but right here is metal. So whenever he put these trees in, he must have put them in when they were pretty decent size, and so they had like the cage around the bowl of the roots or whatever. And so I still have 3 more that I gotta pull up, and I'll actually have to like dig those out. Pain in the ass. I'm just kind of leaving them there until I really get really feisty about wanting to take them out. I might just say fuck it, just because of like the way. So like, you know, this is south, and so the sun traces across, and I got that big clearing right there, and then I got clearing here. Well, then as it starts getting about right in here, the tree from the neighbor's house starts shading stuff. See what I'm saying? So this section over in here, it does good for like low, what people call cold crops, which is like stuff that doesn't really need like a ton of sun and everything, and that does good in like half shade. So like spinach and kale and stuff like that. So I can put that kind of stuff over there. Onions do dope over there, man. They like it a little cool, and that's why I got like my cold garden and my hot garden. You know, like even though strawberries are technically a hot one, you know, I got my hot garden over there, what I was just telling a second ago, right over there, and then I got my cold garden over here. And this right here, it was gonna be a pond that I dug out. It's actually about like 3 or 4 feet deep. I was gonna dig it out and make a pond, but now I ran into some money problems, blah blah blah, excuses. But I don't think I'm gonna do the pond anymore. I'm not sure though. I don't know yet. So right now I just put like a bunch of brush there and everything like that, and then I'll eventually get some truckloads of dirt and just fill it in, and then I'll probably end up, I don't know, I'll probably just fill it in and kind of leave it. I got these little pools here for my dogs. I might end up moving them over in here after I fill this in and everything. Move them over here or something like that, and basically that'll just be like a little bit more yard for them to be in and stuff like that. I don't need to take up all their yard. And then a couple other projects, I got all this wood right here. I gotta fucking chop it all up after I get the garden put in. It's all like cut, I just gotta split it. And some of these big ones, like this big one right here, is pretty fucking big. My foot's a size 12, you know, not bragging or nothing, I'm just showing y'all for example. That's a big motherfucker. So what I'm gonna do, there's a couple of them right there. So what I'm gonna do is actually turn them up on their side and cut some holes out in it for like cup holders. And then those are gonna go around my fire pit, which is right here. Looks janky as fuck right now, but a couple years ago I went and I put in some rock. You see that rock? It's just some river rock. I put it, and it went around the fire pit, and then it actually went and just like covered that whole section, like the back of my house. So I got to redo that and actually put like that weed mapping down, that weed mat shit down. I put that down, and then put like some edging in. It'll look nice once I get it done. Hopefully I'll get that done this year. But anyway, what I say? Oh yeah. So then I'm gonna put those logs, you know, in different places around the fire pit area, and then build some fire pit furniture, and that's gonna look fucking dope as shit. And then all this other wood's getting split. I got this wood shed here that I built. I had to move stuff out of the way so I could show y'all. But anyway, I already got a bunch of wood that I split up already. I'm gonna fill this all the way up, and then hopefully this year, we'll see what happens. But I'm gonna be getting a wood burning stove inside the house, and that way I don't have to worry about paying for fucking propane. The price of that shit fluctuates so much, and the tank that I have, it always runs out like 3/4 through winter. So I got the last quarter of winter where I gotta try to figure some shit out with space heaters and all that shit, and fucking is annoying as hell. Because I don't know if y'all ever done it, but you guys try to fill a propane tank in the country in the wintertime, dude, you pay double. So like in the summertime, you may spend like $500-600 filling it, and in the wintertime, double. Remember one time I spent $800 filling it in the summertime one time, and then in the wintertime of that same year, technically it was like a different calendar year, but we're fucking whatever. Anyway, I called them and asked them, and it would be $800 just for a half of a fill. It was double that for the full fill, obviously, math and shit. And I was like, fuck that. So I got some space heaters and fucking rocked it out with a little bit higher electric bill, but it wasn't nothing too crazy. It was a lot cheaper over the next few months than what it would have been for me to have paid that $800-900 just for half a fucking tank and shit like that. So I wanted to get rid of that and be independent as much as possible with as lot of my shit as I can. That's what I always talk about. That's what I'm about, is just being self-reliant, being independent as much as possible. Obviously, you're not going to be able to do it 100%, but do it as much as possible. And it's going to make your life so much better. Yeah, you got to put in some extra work, but shit goes to hell. Even if it just goes a little bit to hell, you ain't got to worry about shit, you know? So, anyway, I'm going to get out of here for today, and I will be back to show y'all some more shit whenever I get some more work done tomorrow.